Audiobook 7.9 The Book of Doubt. What if doubt is a foundation? We are taught to treat doubt as a problem, something to be overcome, a weakness to be corrected, a stage on the way to the certainty that is the real destination. But what if that's wrong? What if doubt, genuine, honest, well-directed doubt, is not the enemy of understanding, but one of its most essential tools? What if the willingness to not be sure is one of the most rigorous and courageous intellectual positions a person can hold? The Book of Doubt begins with that question, and it does not resolve it easily. The thinkers who doubted everything. Descartes sat down one day and decided to doubt everything he possibly could, every assumption, every belief, every apparent certainty. He wanted to find what, if anything, could survive total skepticism. He found one thing: the fact that he was doubting. I think, therefore I am. The act of questioning proved the existence of the questioner. That was Descartes. But the tradition of productive doubt runs much further back. The ancient Greek skeptics, Pyrrho and his followers, argued that suspending judgment was the path to tranquility. Not knowing was not distressing, it was liberating. Because it freed you from the anxiety of defending positions that might be wrong. In the Islamic philosophical tradition, Al-Ghazali wrote a devastating critique of his own era's certainties, a book called The Incoherence of the Philosophers, before arriving at a mystical understanding that transcended the rational frameworks he had dismantled. In Buddhism, doubt, specifically doubt about received wisdom, is considered one of the necessary conditions for genuine awakening. The Buddha himself said, "Do not accept anything merely because it has been said by your teacher. Test it against your own experience. See if it holds." There is doubt that destroys and the doubt that builds. Not all doubt is equal. There is a doubt that is really despair in disguise, that uses the appearance of skepticism to avoid commitment, avoid growth, avoid the vulnerability of actually believing in something. This kind of doubt is corrosive. It doesn't build anything. It just dismantles. And there is a doubt that is really rigor, that holds beliefs to a high standard, not to destroy them, but to find out which ones are genuinely worth keeping. That stays with a question long enough to earn an answer, rather than settling for the first comfortable certainty that presents itself. The Book of Doubt is about the second kind, about using uncertainty as a precision instrument rather than a blunt weapon. So question your beliefs. Be critical. Be precise. Ask the right questions. Ask new questions. What do I believe? Why do I need to believe? And then ask perhaps the most honest question of all. Why are there so many gods? Every culture in human history has developed its own understanding of the divine, its own gods, its own cosmology, its own account of where we came from and what we are here for. These accounts differ dramatically. Many of them contradict each other directly. The honest answer is that we don't know which account, if any, is correct. And the honest response to that is not to pick one arbitrarily and defend it against all others. It is to hold the question with the seriousness it deserves. That is what the Book of Doubt asks. Not to abandon the search for meaning, but to conduct that search with enough intellectual honesty to admit what we genuinely don't know. We close this audiobook with a track from the Pi 11 Pi catalog called Why Are There So Many Gods? Let it sit with you. Not as an answer, as a question worth carrying. That's where the Book of Doubt lives. The full album is available on your streaming service. Looking forward to meeting you in Audiobook 7.10, The Book of Absurd. Ready when you are.